Have you ever pondered how stones are quarried for various engineering purposes? Quarrying is a fascinating process that involves extracting stones from the earth for use in a variety of applications, from construction to landscaping. Understanding the various methods of quarrying is essential, even though it doesn't necessarily make one more competent in choosing or specifying a stone for building work. The first method is excavating. It's a simple process where stones buried in the earth or under loose overburden are dug out with pickaxes, crowbars, chisels, hammers, and so on. This technique is particularly effective for extracting coral stones found on seashores, which are unearthed during low tides and then transported to the shore. The next method is wedging, which is used mainly for sedimentary rocks and other soft rocks, such as sandstone, limestone, slate, laterite, and marble. In this process, holes about 10 to 15 centimeters deep are made vertically in the rock at about 10 centimeters spacing. Then, steel pins and wedges, or plugs and feathers, are inserted into these holes. These plugs are then struck simultaneously with a sledgehammer, causing the rock slabs to split along the lines of least resistance through the holes. If the rock is soft, dry wooden pegs can be hammered into the holes instead, and water is poured over them. As the pegs get wet, they swell and exert pressure, causing the rocks to crack along the line of holes. The wedges are then placed on the plan of cleavage, or the joint of two layers on the exposed face of the rock, and hammered. The slab is then completely detached and removed with the help of crowbars and rollers. This method minimizes wastage and allows for the quarrying of slabs of the required size and shape. Finally, there is the heating method. This is most suitable for quarrying small, thin, and regular blocks of stones from rocks such as granite and gneiss. A heap of fuel is piled and fired on the surface of the rock in a small area. The heat loosens the rock portions, which are then broken into pieces of the desired size and removed with the aid of pickaxes and crowbars. So, to summarize, we have three main methods of quarrying stones for engineering purposes: excavating, wedging, and heating. Each method has its own advantages and is best suited to specific types of rocks and the specific requirements of the stones being quarried. Understanding these methods can provide valuable insights into the world of quarrying and the engineering of stone.
Why is stone conservation so crucial, and what makes a preservative stand out? Well, let's unravel these mysteries together. Stone conservation is essentially the practice of preserving stones from decay. It involves different treatments for different types of stones. However, it's always recommended to use good quality stones to avoid the problem of conservation. Typically, stones are dried with the aid of a blow lamp and a layer of paraffin, linseed oil, or a light color is applied to the surface, forming a protective layer. Sometimes, stones are washed with a thin solution of soda or potash silicate, and after drying, a solution of calcium chloride is applied to the surface. These two solutions combine to form lime silicate, filling the pores in the stones. Lime silicate helps to keep air and water out, preserving the stones. Occasionally, tar is also applied to the surface of the stone. However, this can mar the beauty of the stones. Here are some common preservatives. I. Paints. 2. Tar. 3. Raw and boiled linseed oil, IV. Paraffin, V. Solution of alum and soap, VIG. Creosote oil, VE. Silicate of sodium and potassium, VATE. Barium hydrate, INth. Solution of calcium and barium chloride. A good preservative has certain desirable qualities. I. It penetrates easily into the surface of the stone. 2. It prevents moisture from entering the surface of the stone. 3. It doesn't develop objectionable color. V. It is economical. V. It is easy to apply on the stone surface. The selection of a site for excavation and quarrying should take into account the following factors. I. Availability of desired quality stones in sufficient quantity. 2. Suitable transport facilities. 3. Cheap local labor. IV. Problem related to rainwater drainage. V. Availability of slope and space for installing the crusher and dressing works. VI. Economy in quarrying. VI. Site for dumping waste. The purpose of quarrying is to obtain stones for various engineering purposes. Knowledge of various quarrying methods is necessary, but does not make one very competent to select or specify a stone for construction work. Depending on the nature of the rock and the surface, and the purpose for which stones are needed, quarrying is done by excavation, wedging, heating and blasting. In conclusion, stone conservation is a vital practice that ensures the longevity and preservation of stones. A good preservative is one that is economical, easy to apply, and prevents moisture from penetrating the stone. The selection of a site for quarrying should consider factors such as the availability of quality stones, transport facilities, and economy in quarrying. The quarrying methods include excavation, wedging, heating, and blasting.